Hello YouTubies, this is Joker Scribe and thanks for watching one of my amazing Whovian videos. Now, I am disappointed, and a few days ago I found out how long the 50th anniversary is going to last for. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Oh, it's going to be longer than 60 minutes. Do you really think it's going to be just one simple 60-minute episode for the 50th anniversary special? Stephen Moffat. Well, we knew there was going to be a doco-drama, so if that's what he means, and an extra 15 minutes on the 50th anniversary special, I feel kind of cheated. I feel like he's lied his ass off again, and I don't really feel like it's any form of special at all. It just feels like a slightly longer than normal episode, with the fact that they actually killed a whole season off to make that episode. So what they've done is literally they've crammed one whole series into 2 years, and they put the budget in for a 50th anniversary special that is 15 minutes longer than a normal special they have, like on Christmas or whatever. I mean, it's slightly longer, maybe 20 minutes, I don't know, what was it, 55 minutes normal episodes last for? Slightly longer. It's nothing special, it's nothing like big. I mean, I'm wondering how much more can he actually fit into 15 minutes when I can see that they can barely get the story in for 45 minutes, 55 minutes on a normal episode. So I know for a fact that he's not going to be able to complete everything unless he keeps it really basic, and keeping it basic for the 50th anniversary is just not going to work. Now let me explain something else as well. We'll go to the cinema, let's say selected cinemas across the country, in America, in Australia, wherever you are in the world. And you go to these cinemas and you notice that next to Doctor Who is a 2.5-hour film that has been taken years to make. And you notice that you've got a 60-minute, well, 75-minute episode of Doctor Who competing with films that are 2.5 hours, that have taken some time to make, that's a lot of effort being put in to make them, and it's a good film. They will be good because they're Hollywood. I mean, they know what they're doing. They're geniuses at this sort of thing, and Doctor Who is competing with that. An episode is competing with the films that have taken years to make. How is it going to do it? How is it going to pull it off? I mean, is it just going to rely on the fan base? Because, people have never seen Doctor Who before. Let's say there'll be people out there, for whatever reason, they've been on a different planet, they don't know anything about Doctor Who, and they go and see, 75 minutes there, not worth watching. Well, let's stay for a couple of hours at least. We'll watch this film here. It's taken some time to make. It looks good. Pacific Rim, whatever it is that's been showing. Hunger Games 2. We'll watch that instead. They're not really going to be interested in watching a 75-minute Doctor Who, especially when it's on TV somewhere else. I don't understand how this is actually going to work. Now, I know they're going to show it in 3D, but there'll be other films out there that are showing in 3D, and I'm disappointed. As a fan, I feel like I've been let down by the BBC somewhat, because the things they're promising are things we already knew. We knew that the 50th anniversary special wouldn't be that long. We knew that there would be a doco-drama, so what? And we also knew that some of the people will be saying their bits about what they think about Doctor Who, and we've got Brian Cox, somebody I don't really care about. I really don't care about, because he's a bit arrogant with his own ideas, and a lot of these are just wishful thinking without actually any proof at all. He deals with science, of course, but he also deals with fantasy science that's not proven. It's just philosophy. It's nothing in his science is actually real, what he's saying. We can build a time machine. Yeah, okay, I can build a time machine. See this, Brian Cox? This time machine is a paper bag airplane, and I want to show you how this works. Watch it travelling through time. Can you see it? Can you see that travelling through time, Brian Cox? Yeah, it's going through time right now. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that incredible? See, that's my time machine, because it is actually travelling through time. That's what I think about Brian Cox. What a load of BS. you can't actually travel through time the way they say. In fact, time itself is a human invention. That is just a processor in the clock actually making that digital face change characters or whatever. It's got nothing to do with time. Time is a human-based concept. There is no big ticking clock in space. So the only thing you can travel through is the here and now. But whatever, I don't care about the guy. I think he's full of it. Okay, he's a Doctor Who fan, but that doesn't necessarily mean I like him, and I don't like him using that to create an image for himself. And I'm not really somebody who would actually be bothered by watching somebody who's so bloody arrogant. So we've got two people who are being part of Doctor Who are very arrogant. We've got Stephen Moffat and we've got Brian Cox. So what I want to say is, I don't really give a damn about the Brian Cox thing. I might watch it, just see what he's going to say, what BS he's going to say about. But it's interesting, but he's just saying what fans want to hear. Oh yeah, you can build a TARDIS, yeah, easily. Oh, it can easily be done, don't worry. You can build a TARDIS. Prove it. Prove it. Oh, we've already proved that you can travel through time. Yeah, okay, you can travel through time. Oh, we've already speeded up time somewhere as well. Yeah, okay, prove it. And what they say is, we put a clock in one airplane and we put a clock on the ground, and when we brought them back they didn't match. Well, most clocks don't match. you see that clock there doesn't match that bloody clock there, and I can put a bloody clock next to it and it won't bloody match it. Okay, it's got nothing to do with how fast you're travelling. It's just something to do with the mechanics of that bloody clock. And the same can be said about atomic clocks. So what? It's got nothing to do with time. Time doesn't actually make the clocks actually move faster, and that's got a completely different thing, completely different topic than Doctor Who. But people like him annoy me, because he's just talking about fantasy science that hasn't been proven. I appreciate people who build computers who actually, make not paper airplanes like I can. I mean, I'm really good at those. But I mean, like, they invent things. They, invent the microphone, they invent the camera, the computer, the monitors. You see everything. Not somebody who just gives this academic nonsense. Can't stand people like that. Especially when they're so insulting to people. They might say, "Oh, I don't believe that man went to the moon." I couldn't give a damn if man went to the moon or not. I really couldn't. But if they did, so what? And people say, "Oh no, they got reflector beams on top of the moon." Yeah, well, they could also send a drone to the moon and place the reflector beams using the drone planes to go to the moon. Well, drone rockets, and they could go there. I believe that they've landed drones on the moon. Definitely, they've done it on Mars as well. I appreciate that. That's actually probably happened. But to actually say, "Oh, people are idiots because they believe in that sort of thing," fuck you. So, that's what I think of Brian Cox. Now, as for Stephen Moffat, I don't hate him. I just don't believe that he's the best for Doctor Who. He tries his best, but I think he just needs somebody there to hold his hands and make sure he does things properly. Anyway, what the bloody hell's this video been about? It's been about, a bloody rant about something. It's been talking about different subjects. Shall I have a go about the Pizza Hut down my way as well, and just include everything in this bloody video? No, I'm disappointed with the BBC, because I think people are being cheated. You're paying your license fees, and you get that crap. And plus the fact you have to pay for it in the cinema if you want to watch it in 3D, which you've already paid for with your BBC license fees. I don't know what to say anymore. I think it's crazy. Anyway, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. Yeah.